Hello everybody. Today we are going to start life processes, one of the chapter from class 10 science, and also it may be beneficial for some others also, those who want to know about the life processes, and it may be helpful for other competitive examinations also. So please try to listen very carefully. Let's start the topic. Myself, you can see my name here. It's you can see the name also, it's mentioned here. It is made by me. Okay, let's see. Our topic is the life processes. We can see here, as we know that the life and the processes is here, means any organism who is alive have life, and those who are alive, they possess different activities, and those activities are known as processes. It means that we have to study about all activities which are being performed by an organism, either it may be the microorganisms, plant, animals, or we human being. Let's proceed it. Here we can see the definition of life processes. We can see here the definition, as it is mentioned here, that the basic functions performed by living organisms to maintain their life on this earth is called life processes. It means that the basic functions, there are many basic functions without which an organism cannot survive, and those basic functions are mentioned here. As you can see here in these lines, the basic life processes common to all living organisms are nutrition and respiration, transportation and excretion, control and coordination, growth and movement, and the reproduction. These are some of the most common and basic life processes which are being found in every living organisms. Now let's see. Here you can see the life processes. The life processes includes 8 main parts in which we have to study. We have to start from the nutrition. First we can mention it, the nutrition. Second one as respiration. Third one transportation. Fourth excretion. In the fifth point I have mentioned here control, and we can also say control and coordination is a both. And after that growth, in which we can mention growth and development both here, reproduction, and last one is movement and locomotion. Okay, so let's see about one by one. Nutrition, it means the process of taking nutrient inside the body. It means that taking in the food for overall activities. Next one is respiration. It means the process of formation of energy inside the body. Transportation, it means the export and import of substances throughout the body. And excretion means excreta. First of all, we must know the excreta. Excreta means the waste substances, and the process is known as excretion. I mean the process of removal of excreta is known as excretion. It means the process of removal of waste substances out from the body is known as excretion. And the next one is control. It means that every organisms have their own capacity or ability to control itself from the external environment, or to protect in such conditions where they are going to be harmed. The next one is growth. It means that every living organisms have a capacity to grow, and also with growth there will be a development also. So we can also mention here the growth and development as together. Okay, the next point is here about reproduction. The reproduction means the process of giving birth to its young one from the existing organism. It means that the process of giving birth to an organism. And here the movement, this movement is also one of the most important process of a living organism. or an important activities performed by an organism. Just just imagine that when there is a sunlight, the sunflower used to move towards the sun. What is it? It means that there is movement. So, whether it may be the plant or animal or even microorganisms also, they have capacity to move from one place to one another place, or just to move here, just to move their body towards a favorable condition. Okay, now let's see the next slide. Here you can see here, as I just now mentioned you about nutrition. Nutrition is the first one, so that we can start only the nutrition as a first point. Here nutrition, I have mentioned here a definition of nutrition so that you can know very easily and very clearly here. Nutrition is the process of a living being's ability to eat food and use the components of those foods to fuel growth and development. It means that the nutrition provide growth and development. Okay, once again I want to ask a little a small question. What do you mean by growth and development? Okay, let me clear it. Growth means increase in height, whereas development means the growth of or the repairing of those worn out tissue. I mean, it means that repairing. Development means repairing, and growth means increase in the height or the length of an organism. Now let's see here nutrition. More about nutrition. Nutrition is important to understand so that we can make healthy food choice. Even as we human being also need nutrition, and what we do for it, we used to search, we generally used to choose food for our better health, isn't it? So here nutrition is a very important activities which is being performed by every living organism. Now let's see here, there are many types of nutrition as we know in the earlier classes, I mean in the junior classes. But here, according to our standard, we need to classify, we need to divide all nutrition into some points. Here you can see nutrition. There are two main types of nutrition, or the two major types of nutrition are here. Autotrophs. Autotrophs means, auto means, you can see here, you can see very clearly here. Yes, see, autotrophs. Autotrophs means, auto means self, troph means feed. I mean those organisms who can make their own food are known as autotrophs. And also we can also say that they use simple inorganic substances and either light energy or chemical energy or to synthesize their food. I mean that autotrophs are those organisms who can make their own food either from inorganic substances or the chemical energy. Okay, the next one is, let's see here, heterotrophs, and the organism who possess this type of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition. Now let's see here heterotrophs. Who are heterotrophs? Means organism who obtains their energy through intake and digestion of organic substances, that is animal, plants, and some other indirect sources of plant and animals. They are heterotrophs. As we can see here, in autotrophs they use inorganic substances, okay, in the presence of light or some other chemicals, whereas in heterotroph they used to obtain the organic substances of plants and animals, maybe directly or indirectly. Now let's see the next point, and it is about autotrophic nutrition. So what is autotrophic nutrition? You can better understand from this slide, as here you can see organisms manufacture on food are known as autotrophic nutrition. Next point is make organic compound from inorganic. As very earlier we have seen in this slide that heterotroph needs organic substances, and these organic substances are made by the autotrophs. That's why it is mentioned here that make organic compound from inorganic compounds. I mean They make organic compound from inorganic compound who autotrophs. Okay, the next, the organisms which are under autotrophic nutrition, I mean which includes under autotrophic nutrition are plant, algae, and some other bacteria, I mean some microorganisms also. Even we can also mention algae. I think you algae and euglena is there. No? Euglena also possesses autotrophic nutrition at some conditions. Now let's see, as we had know about this type of nutrition. There is two major type of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition, and we have just now we have studied about autotrophic nutrition. Now we need to know about how many types of autotrophic nutrition are here. So you can see here, now just you can see there are two major types of autotrophic nutrition also. The first one is photoautotropic nutrition and the second one is chemoautotropic nutrition. Photo photo, okay, photo means light, autotropic means those organisms who need sunlight to make their own food is known as photoautotropic nutrition, and they include cyanobacteria, I mean blue green bacteria, prokaryotes, algae, and those green plants. And here you can see very clearly here that chemosynthetic chemotropic or chemoautotropic nutrition, it is also known as chemosynthesis also. Okay, in case of, as we know here, in case of photoautotropic nutrition, we usually name it as a photosynthesis. Okay, in same case here for chemoautotropic nutrition we can also say chemosynthetic. Okay, so in this condition what happen here, in this type of nutrition the organism can produce their food by the help of chemical energy, and they do not require for sunlight. This nutrition can be possible in night time too. The common examples are nitrifying bacteria is Nitrobacter, Nitrosomonas, sulfur bacteria, and iron bacteria. I think you may know about this autotrophic also, and I think it is very clear here that autotrophic nutrition can also be classified into some other types of nutrition, and that is photoautotropic and chemoautotropic, or photosynthesis or chemosynthesis. Okay, then let's proceed the next slide. We can see here, we can see heterotropic nutrition. What is heterotropic nutrition? Now a definition is given here: all animals including men and all non-green plants depend on green plants for organic food. They are known as heterotrophs, or their mode of nutrition is called heterotropic nutrition. The heterotropic nutrition is about the definition as mentioned here. So all you must know this definition also, and also we can know about the steps which involve in this. Okay, now let's see here heterotropic nutrition. How many type of heterotropic nutrition are here? Now we should know about the types of heterotropic nutrition also. Here you can see the type of heterotropic nutrition. The type of heterotropic nutrition are holozoic, saprophytic, parasitic. In holozoic nutrition you may know that the holozoic nutrition includes those organisms who depend on solid food, I mean those organisms who eats solid food, I mean those who eat solid complex food are known as holozoic nutrient. Okay, so here let's see one by one very clearly. Here let me zoom it. Here you can see holozoic nutrition, and the points are very clear here, and I think it may be very helpful for you. The organism feed by ingesting solid organic matters, which is then digested and absorbed into their bodies. It is called the holozoic nutrition, and the organism who comes under this holozoic nutrition are human, animal, and insectivorous plant. Here next one is saprophytic. It means that the organism who feeds on dead and decaying matter, and it includes bacteria and fungus which digest food extremely before the nutrients are absorbed. And the last one is about parasitic, I mean parasitism. So how they perform their nutrition, I mean who are they? Those organisms who obtain their food from other living organisms, I mean that they obtain their nutrition by living or on the body of the host. It means these type of nutrition, they are extremely depending on another big organisms. And those examples of parasites are given here: fleas, lice, and tapeworm. Okay, one second, let me change this slide again. Okay, okay, here. Now let's see about holozoic. As I have mentioned here, the holozoic nutrition, and just now I I have explained about the holozoic nutrition, and it includes those organisms who eat the solid food. Here we can see the holozoic nutrition. According to holozoic nutrition, again the heterotrophs are divided into three main groups. The first one is herbivorous, second one is carnivorous, and third one is omnivorous. Now let me clear who are herbivorous. Herbivorous are those organisms who feeds on plants and their products, and carnivorous are those organisms who feeds on animals, I mean flesh. And the third one is omnivorous are those animals who depend on both plant and animal products. And one thing you must know about herbivorous, they have only, I mean herbivores have only two type of teeth. That is one type that is cutting the grasses, and one another type is about chewing. I mean they have incisor and molar or premolar. The next one is carnivorous. They have they have the canine, the teeth which is to tear the flesh, and also they have molar or premolar. Then the third one is omnivorous, as they feeds on both plant and animal. It means they have both, I mean all the types of teeth, maybe the incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. So you must know the difference between herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. It is also on the basis of their teeth design. And also one more point: herbivorous have the longest, they have the longest what? Longest alimentary canal. Carnivorous have the smallest alimentary canal, and omnivorous have the medium type of alimentary canal. Now let's see what is nutrition, I mean how the nutrition is being performed by the heterotrophs. Yes, these are the steps you can see here as it is mentioned here. Let me zoom it. You can see the first step in which heterotrophs start its nutrition is ingestion, the second one is digestion, the third one is absorption, and fourth one is assimilation, and fifth one is egestion. You can see very clearly here that how a microorganism, I mean how a micro animal, that is amoeba, taking its food. There is a food particles, and there is nucleus, and whole body of amoeba is mentioned here, in which its membrane, you can see the cell membrane is moving inward, making a mouth like projection on the external covering. And at the second stage the mouth is being formed, and this mouth is known as pseudopodia, in which the food is being trying to engulfed. Now you can see here the next step: the food is being inside the body of amoeba, I mean the food is inside the cytoplasm, and the cavity where food is present is known as stomach, I mean it is known as food vacuole. It is a temporary stomach. As you can see here, a temporary mouth is known as pseudopodia, and same case the temporary stomach is known as food vacuole. The next point is here, you can see how the digestion is taking place inside the amoeba. You can see the pink color, it is denoting about the digestion. The digestion is starting here, I mean the overall enzyme is acting on this, and when the food is being completely digested, you can see the pink portion inside the food vacuole is going to become very less, and when digestion is completed, you can see here very dotted portions are present here in the food vacuole. The fourth point, as you can see, assimilation. In fourth point, assimilation is here, and here you can see digestion is completed in third step. So what will happen here? All the digested food are being transferred inside the cytoplasm, and the transfer of food in the cytoplasm or in the body is known as absorption. In the fourth case, you can see here assimilation. The size of amoeba will increase gradually, and after this, I mean when the growth and development will proceed, there will be the formation of waste product inside its body, and that is known as that, and the process, I mean sorry, and that the process of removal of waste. I got a little confused about mentioning some point in point number 5. It is about excretion. What is happening here? After digestion, there may be some waste products formed inside the body of this amoeba, and what they used to do, they used to diffuse all those waste substances out from the body, and this is known as excretion. Now let me show you again this. First one is ingestion, in which amoeba takes food inside its body by the help of pseudopodia. Second one is digestion. When food vacuole is formed, the digestion starts. And at the third point, when digestion is completed, absorption start. It means the transfer of food inside the cytoplasm takes place in absorption. Point number 4, it includes the growth of size. I mean the growth and development takes place in the fourth stage. I mean the utilization of those food substances inside the body takes place. At the fifth stage, the removal of waste products takes place. And this is the last point, and this is the last slide. I have mentioned you about the life processes part 1. It's life processes part 1, and I will be there in second part also. Till then, good day to all, and good day and bye to all.